We have something else called information functions. So using these functions, built-in functions, the DAX functions, we can do a check, right? We can perform a check whether the given column has any blank value in it or any empty values in it. And, is that a logical value? Any given any column, right? If you want to check whether is that a logical column or is that a text data type, non-text data type, right? So these are the information functions will help you to check, whether whether the specific column or any specific column, contains the specific data type. For example, is number, whether the specific column is a number data type or not. So it will return basically true or false. Okay. And the other important function is switch function. Switch function is really, really, really helpful. Like C language and other high-level programming language, the switch function is available as part of DAX. With that, you can implement nested if condition. So you know very well the switch function, right? You don't have to use multiple or nested if, right? If else, you don't have to do it. Okay, with switch you can you can include the nested logic. Okay, nested test you can do that. Okay, logical test. So one second, I'm just opening this file. Yeah, it got opened. One second. The tables are yet to be loaded. We'll close this SQL part so that I'll directly go to the table view. Now the table got loaded. Let me check if is this the correct file or not. Yeah, I think so. Here we can see the check blank and all is there. One second, it is yet to load the data. Let's give few seconds, okay? All the information functions will return true or false. Is number, is text, is non-text, is logical, it will return the true or false value, okay? And importantly, the if function, okay? The if function also helpful to perform specific, or if you want to execute a specific statement based on the if condition. Okay, if the condition is true, do so and so. Okay. Look here. Here I have used these things. Okay, and for example, logical. As per the logical operator, we have the if function, right? So this is just my data set, sales fact data set. I just use the if function to give a demo. Okay, how to use if function. Look here, the sales fact table location key is in Bangalore and Pune. You return 1, comma 2. So in this case, I have location key column. Look here, I have a location key column. In this column, we can see BLR. BLR is nothing but Bangalore and Pune and so on. Okay. And here, what I did. I have used the if condition. How to use the if condition? Okay, logically in example. For example, here if only in if is a function, right? So followed by if open parenthesis, and then you need to use the closed parenthesis. If this is closed parenthesis followed by the if, you need to use the open parenthesis. You need to use the closed parenthesis. Within this parenthesis, I have used the column, the existing column in this data set, right? Location key column in Bangalore, Pune. So wherever Bangalore and Pune is there, you put, 1, comma 2, okay, in the logical in example column. Wherever you see 1, that is your Bangalore. Wherever you see 2, that is your Pune. I'll just 1 second, already used for here. Choose a different 1 second. Signing. So here You see the location key, first one is Bangalore, right? Second one is Pune. And Bangalore, it put where is the logical in? So Bangalore 1. Look here, Bangalore 1. And one second, logical key in, okay. I need to use some other name. Okay. And here BLR Pune. Okay, one second. I just go here. For PUN, it puts, yeah. If it is Bangalore and Pune, put 1. Okay, else 2. Got it? Wherever the location keys are Bangalore and Pune, you put 1. For the rest of them, you put 2. Okay, so this it's maybe as it's not the correct thing for Bangalore and Pune. That's why you put 1 here. See here, what happens is the location key, wherever the location key is there, whichever record location key is Bangalore and Pune, for that you put 1. Else, for the remaining thing, right, you put 2. Okay, this is the logic. So I will just, I just put something, pull, yeah, in function, we can use it, the in operator. You can specify more than one condition in, okay, with the help of in. First of all, let us see, how to use the if function. I have these discount column. So I have created a new column here, okay. I used in logically, we already used for common sales fact table. Okay, choose different column. Okay, so here we have the discount column. Here you can see that I have used the nested if condition. Okay, more than one if, and an if condition inside another if condition. Okay, here the first one is the condition if the sales amount is greater than 90, and look here double ampersand, and if the sales amount is 400. What does that mean? What does this line tells us? If the sales amount is more than 90 and less than 400, then you need to multiply the sales amount by 0.0. That is the discount. Okay, those people purchased 90, between 90 to 400, they are eligible for 3% discount on the sales amount. Okay. And again, right, if those, conditions, those records that do not fall within this range, and I have written another if condition. Here, if the sales amount is greater than or 400 and above, okay, if it is 400 and above, the sales amount into 0.04. Okay, so the discount, okay. So see, they say those purchased between 90 to 400, they are eligible for 3% discount. Those people purchased 400 and above, they are eligible for 4% discount. For the rest of them, you put 0. Okay, that is what it tells. Look here, 0 is there, right? So you can see 0 here. So here 0 is there. And if you see the sales amount, yeah, you see the sales amount 60, right? So does 60 here falls here? Yeah, 60 is falls, between this range, right? So 0 to, yeah, above 0. And sorry, this is, okay, I'm just looking at the wrong column. Okay, this is the if condition, guys. Okay. So if the sales amount is um, greater than or equal to, okay, we will look at the 0. Okay, here 0. Here it is 0, right? Yeah, it gives me 0. So that means, it comes here. Okay. But what is the sales amount for this one? So we are talking about this one. Okay, not the other one. Sorry. I just select discount in this case. One second, there is some, yeah, here, you have 0, right? And what is the corresponding sales amount here? The sales amount is 60. So are we checking anything for 60? No, right? So anything above 90 and less than 400, 3%. And anything sorry, 400 and above, 4%. The rest of them, that means, right, 60 is not falling in this range. Hence, it puts 0 here. Are you able to understand? So in the case of if, right, how to use if function? Okay, I'll just show you another example. Okay, so that we will start with a simple if condition. See, we have so already we have columns, right? Many columns are available in the sales fact table. Sometimes we may have to create additional columns. Okay, we need to create some additional columns based on some condition. They will give you the business logic based on which you need to create some additional columns. Okay, based on some business logic. What is the business logic? For example, here, I just yeah, I will do one thing. Sales group, right? Here I have used the switch. Okay, what I will do is I'll just take all the things. Okay, I just close this one. Just for our reference sake, okay, what I will do is I'm going to create a new column. See, currently we are in table view. I have selected the sales fact table. We are in table view or the data view, and here we have the new column. So I'm going to create a new column because existing columns are not sufficient. We need to create a new column. So new column, when I clicked on the column here, it got created. Okay, I'll just show you one more time. Please concentrate here. Look here, we are in data view, table view. Okay, and I selected the sales fact. So these are the columns we can see here. What I do is I'm going to click on the new column. So if it is not visible, you can click on the table tools to see the new column. Okay, here I just say sales bucket or something like that. Bucket one or something like that. Okay, and if the sales amount, look here, you don't have to type the entire column name. Just type the first name of your column, right? So you can, and then if you scroll down all the columns or measures that starts, somewhere that has sales, right? It displays. All I need is I need the sales amount. I just clicked on. I did not type the entire name, but mistakenly I pressed enter. Okay, wait for some time. Yeah, if sales fact, the sales amount is greater than, let's zero, I ampersand and, or let's say no for you people to understand. Okay, and here what it is the sales amount. Here I'm not supposed to use the closed parenthesis. Sales amount. First, if the if condition, right? Whenever you use if, the first one supposed to be a condition. Okay, if the sales amount is greater than zero, then for example, I just put some one. Okay, else zero. So one is true, zero is false. Okay, just think that way. Okay, I just gave some name. So basically what it does is it goes to the sales amount column for each record. So whichever sales amount is greater than zero, whichever record is more than zero, it will put one in the new column. It will create a new column called sales fact one. So on the right side of this one, right, in the new column, based on this condition, the value will get populated. For each and every row, it goes and checks whether the sales amount in each row is more than zero. If the condition is true, it will put one in this column. Else it will put zero. That means if the sales amount is less than negative value, then it will put zero. Okay, I just start with a simple example. Look here, a new column called sales bucket one will get created now. Any circular error? No, nothing. Look here, everywhere one is there. You click on the drop down and everywhere one. That means no, we don't see any negative value in the sales amount column. Okay, we will use another example. Okay, some meaningful example. So what I do, anything zero. So now look here, this is the condition, right? Can I use more than one condition? Yes. So if I want to use more than one condition, I'm going to use ampersand, double ampersand sign. So sales amount is greater than zero and the sales amount, sorry, the sales amount is less than, let's the sales amount is less than 300. I just flag this as low sales. So what I do is I'm going to hold the control key. I'm going to press enter so that it will come to the next line. So that it will make my script more readable. Okay. Single quote is not working because it got underlined with some red color line, right? So low. Okay. And sales amount low. And else I'm going to use another condition. If, sorry, if the sales amount is greater than or equal to 300 and sales amount is less than or equal to less than 500, I'm going to flag those records in this column as medium sales, else 0. Okay. And ultimately, I'm going to put one more column. See, this parenthesis, whenever you have open parenthesis, you need to have a corresponding closed parenthesis. Okay. So that doesn't mean you can put anywhere. You are not supposed to put anywhere the closed parenthesis. The condition starts here. If the sales amount is more than 0 and less than 300, low sales. And if the sales amount is 300 and above and 500 and less than 500, right? 500 and less than 500, you put it, medium. Rest of them you put it, okay. So rest of them you put high. I just define like this. This is my rule. I'll tell you why I create. See, for this if statement followed by that we have open parenthesis. For that I have used the corresponding closed parenthesis. Okay. So whenever you keep the cursor on top of the closed parenthesis or open parenthesis, it will show the corresponding open. Yeah, then that means we have closed it. And here also, if I keep this earlier, right, I did not have this one. Look here, it's a red color. That means something wrong. You need to put it, you need to check whether you miss additional parenthesis. You have open parenthesis and followed, for that you need to close it. Within this parenthesis, you are checking on one more condition. You have, this is called nested if inside another if, okay? I just press enter. Let's see what happens. What is the sales amount here? Sales amount 100, 200 only we are having, right? Okay. 576, one is there. Yeah, look here on the a new column by the name of sales bucket one got created. For that, we have used this business logic. Okay, this is the rule. So wherever these, whichever record, look here, if you see the sales amount, look here 100, right? So 100 is falling in this first condition. Okay, between 0 to 300, 100 falls, hence it put low here. And second record 200, between 0 to 300, this value falls, hence it puts low here. And similarly here, and next one is 1440. So does 1440 falls in this condition? No, the condition fails. Whether 1440, look here, whether the 1440 is falling in this condition? No, right? It is not falling here. So hence it will come to the next condition. It will check. So yeah, it is 300 and above, but it is not less than 500 or less than or 500 or less than 500, right? So hence this condition. Okay. So it's in here, even this condition fails. This condition fails and this condition fails. Finally, right, this one. If the condition is true, do this one. Else, if this condition is true, do this one. Else, you do this one. You understood? So, and if you see 1440 is high, right? So it falls here and it puts the high here. So this is how you can use if. So in this case, I've demonstrated how to use more than one condition in the if class and how to use nested if inside another if. That is what I have shown you here, okay? All these things you need to practice it. You have to practice it, okay? Don't do daydreaming. You get a job over the night, you can do great job, okay? Even much more complex logics will be there when you are in the real time scenario, okay? Next one is the switch function. So instead of using, look here, in that case, I have to use two ifs, right? If and all, I have to use it. So what I did, I have created another column called sales group. Similarly, instead of using if, I have used the switch function. Can you see multiple if? Nothing, right? Only one if. And here I'm using inequality sign, right? Equality or inequality, so greater than zero, less than zero, and all, it's all, we are using a numeric column here. Hence, the first argument is supposed to be true. Okay, true. And then what it does is it goes to the next condition here. And here it goes for the first condition, it goes to the first condition. Whether the given sales amount is more than zero, yes. And less than 400, yes. That means when you put low here. And anything 400 and above 400 but less than 500, you put medium. And anything 500 and above and less than, this big value, put high. So rest of them you put NE here. Okay. So so here I put, the else part also, right? If none of them falls in this condition, you put NE. That means, right, if you have a negative value, that needs to be handled, right? So NE, put NE, okay? NE or something else. So here we are checking multiple conditions without using multiple if conditions. So that is the reason why switch function is very much popular, and it has been used in C language and all, okay? And switch is really powerful, okay? You don't have to write multiple if conditions. It's pretty simple and straightforward, okay? So here I have used the switch function, and I have explained what is logical in example. Okay, so here you can check more than one condition, within this curly braces. This is called curly brace. Okay, curly brace. Parenthesis is this one. So look here, this one is called parenthesis. This is called curly brace. Inside the curly brace, you can put more than one search pattern also. If the location key is Bangalore or if the location key is Pune, put one, else two. Okay, else two. So that is what, So with in operator, we can check more than one value in any given column. Okay, that is what in operator. Hope you understood what is if function, how to use this if function. I started with a very simple example, and also I have extended that with nested if condition. And next one, we have seen how to use the switch function. Okay, switch function. How to use switch function? Look here. Here is the syntax for the switch function. The first argument is supposed to be your expression. This is nothing but the column that we need to evaluate. Which column you want to evaluate? So in this case, we want to evaluate the column sales amount, and right. So here we want to evaluate more than one condition. Okay, this is called your expression. More than one condition we want to evaluate it. So the amounts, those transaction amount is more than zero and less than 400 and less than 400. That is called that I have given it as a low. So now the question is, why should I have this column sales group in this case? So not necessarily you have to have these kind of columns, but when you are in a project, they may expect you to create a bucketing, right? Something like our sales group. So this one you can use it in your report slicer, so that if you want to select a low, it will show all the transaction related, the all the visuals will get reflected with the low transaction. Okay. So here, say they want to do some kind of analysis. The other thing is they want to do some analysis, like, the sales is low, and there are some cases the sales is high, sales amount is high, and medium is there, right? So does that mean low sales means lesser profit or lesser revenue? High profit means obviously the low sales group means, because we have defined, right, anything less than 400. That means the revenue is less. Does that mean the profit is also less? Medium, so those transactions, medium, the flagged as medium. Does that mean those transactions we have done medium sales amount, right? We have achieved the medium sales. Does that mean the profitability is less or high? Okay, those transactions we made high. Does that mean the profitability is more? Right? So higher the cost, higher the profit. Is that true? Not all the case, right? Higher the cost, not higher the profit. All in all the cases. For example, you want to buy Land Rover car. Okay. So it is too expensive, 3.5 crores, 3 to 5 crores, right? So obviously the profit margin will also be more for the dealer, right? Higher the cost, but it is not always true. They want, but in this case, they are dealing with the e-commerce products. So sometimes what will happen is more the volume. Okay, though the sales amount is less, but most of the time we can see the low only, right? You can see, for example, if I unselect here, understanding the technical part alone not sufficient. You need to understand why these columns. Look here, 92 transactions. You could see 92 transactions have been flagged as low, and I'm going to select medium. Look here, only less, right? The simple example is, for example, so the simple example is milk. But high also we can see 92 rows, right? Very good. So I can see that. In this case, it is okay. So total, how many rows are there? No, sales group. No, sales group, three distinct values. That is okay. Okay, it is not showing the correct thing. Okay. See, the milk. You know milk, right? So the milk, how many people are, for example, in Tamil Nadu, right? 7 crore people are there. Okay, what is the price of a milk packet? Half liter milk packet is just 20 rupees. Just because my sales amount is 20 rupees, that doesn't mean it is less profitable, right? But the thing is, so the price is less, but more number of population, right? They are buying it. Let's say 1 crore people, if they buy it, 1 crore into, even if your margin is 1 rupee per milk packet, so 1 crore into 1 crore rupees profit, you get it. Okay, the volume business. So for that kind of thing, right, to do that analysis, you may need to create some kind of bucketing. This also called as a bucketing or group. Okay, so even using the numeric columns, we can create the bucketing or the group. You might be wondering, okay, these are all we have used in numeric values, but we ended up creating a categorical column. This is a category. Yes, it is possible, right? This is another example for creating a categorical column based on the numeric value. Here we check the different condition. We have flagged the different values based on the range of values. The sales amount falls for the different sales amount. The range, right? Obviously, the group name also changes here. So switch function now you understood, but remember that whenever you use any numeric value, right? You can use true function, okay? And in case, for example, you have something else called, okay, logical in, and the other things are not there here. Okay. Okay, we will do one thing here. We have something called Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad. Supposing you want to map some values, location key, right? Location key is Bangalore means put one, Pune means two, Hyderabad means create a new column. Create a new column. For example, you have some business rule, right? So as per that, you need to create a new column. So in that new column, you need to put the 1, 2, 3 something like that for the each location. For Bangalore means one, Pune is two, Hyderabad is three. You need to check like it. So you need to put it like that. Okay. So in that case, what you do is directly specify the column name. Location key equal to by BLR, comma put one. If it is a Pune, you put two, something like that. Okay. Okay. I just create another column. Here I'm going to create a new column. Or else, yeah, okay, we will take this one column here. I just say the location key to something like that. This is a column name, okay? And here I'm going to use switch function. Look here, you don't have to type. You just expression value 1, result 1. Here the expression is location key is equivalent to BLR. So you're supposed to use double quote, okay? Whenever you check in the if condition, right? Whenever you want to check a literal, this is called bang, BLR is a text, right? So it's a literal, and you need to put one. For example, here I put one double quote. You need to use a double quote, and if the sales location key is equivalent to, for example, Pune, you put replace it as two. Okay, I will just close this one. I just check it out whether this one is working fine or not. Don't put the entire condition. Try with a simple thing. Okay. Look here, it is throwing an error. Okay, and here, okay, I just use true here. It does not support comparing values of type true or false. Look here. So in this case, I use the true here also. Say location key is equal to Bangalore. So look here, the first one is Bangalore, right? It puts one here. If it is Pune, put two here. Okay, this is straightforward here. But whether it is a inequality or see here, we are just checking the condition, right? Here also we are checking the condition. So here, you're not supposed to specify the condition upfront. You need to use true. Okay. So similarly, right, this is called encoding. Okay, you need to do some kind of encoding. So in this case, in the case of location key or city name, we don't do encoding. Just for the sake of you people to understand, how to use switch function, I have demonstrated this one. Okay. And here, any of this column is now you see, right? This Bangalore or Pune it put to similarly, comma, location key equal to something else. So this is kind of mapping. It is also called as a mapping or encoding. These are the terms that they use it. Okay. See, the classic example is if the gender is male, we use one. If the gender is female, we use zero. Okay. This is the traditionally conventionally used terms in statistics. So in that kind of situation, the switch function, simply function is more than sufficient. If you have multiple thing, right? So then you can use switch function instead of using nested if. Okay, the other way of doing is, one second, I just okay. Here, yeah, I want to tell you this one in the switch function. One second, let me just go here. This one is already there, right? Sales group is there. You can refer that. Here, I just use the different condition. I'm going to replace it because I don't want to create so many columns to give the demo. Okay. And here, I just say the same example. Okay. Location key 2 is equivalent to switch function. And here the expression is, I just use location key selected. Here, I'm going to put comma and BLR means 1. See, whenever you use any text value, use it inside the double quote, okay? Comma. Most of the people, they get confused. The SQL developers, okay? Equal to 1. And if it is Pune, yeah, if it is, one second. Okay, and next one is, for example, if it is Pune, put 2, okay? And that's all, guys. I just press enter. Let's see what happens. Location key 2. It is working on it. Let's wait for some time. It is not giving me anything here. Okay, here, location name, comma, BLR. Okay, and Bangalore. Sorry, not location, location key. I should have selected the location key. Yes, you are correct. So rest of them were not watching here. I just press here. So you need to make sure that you are selecting the correct column, or else you can click on it. I just pressed enter. Something is happening. We need to wait for some time. Look here, it is working fine. The previous one also working, but there you need to specify true, right? Whenever you use the equal sign, greater than sign, less than or equal to, you need to start with true function, and then only you need to use the equality name. But in this case, I did not use any equal sign, right? Simply I mentioned location key. That's all. This is a column name, comma, Bangalore. That means in this column, Bangalore is there. You put one here. This is what I was trying to tell. I know even I forgot this one. Okay. And next one is the Pune. So wherever you have Pune, you can put two. Okay, in this one. So when this one is really helpful. So in this case, it doesn't make any sense, right? Bangalore one, Pune two, and all. It doesn't make. For example, you have a column by the name of weekday. The weekday column, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many days are there per week? 7 days. Okay. Let's say in addition to that, we have a weekday column. In the weekday column, you have 1, 2, 3. So based on the transaction, for example, November, right? Or sorry, order date 2nd November 20. So what is the week date on this one? That is an assignment for you. You can create a new column wherein you need to display the weekday. Okay. Okay, right. And then the weekday, what it does is it will display 1, 2, or 3, 6, 7, something like that. What is one? You need to create another column. So wherein you need to put the day name. So if it is a 1 weekday is one means Sunday. If it is two is Monday, or three is Tuesday, four is Wednesday. So that is how you need to put it. Okay. So let me just create a weekday here, and weekday function is available, and date, order date, right? So return type, yeah, let me just type. Look here, this is weekday is 3, right? 2nd November 2021. So we can see that it is a weekdays 3 and 6 and 1, 3, something like that. Okay, this is the weekday I have created. So now I'm going to, so now 3611, it is not giving me a quick idea about what day is that. So I'm going to create another new column. So the interview, they'll ask you, so did you create any additional columns? What is derived column? So these are called derived column based on the existing column. So what is the base for the weekday? I have used the weekday function for the order date column. The weekday function, what it does is it returns the weekday for that specific day. Okay. And here, day name here, in this case, yeah. So here I'm going to use switch now. So here what I do is weekday. Weekday is the column that is available in my data set, not the weekday function. Okay, see, if you type weekday, it will display this one, this one, this one. The weekday is different. Okay, this is a function. The second one is the function. This weekday column I derived already. So the weekday column is available in my sales fact table. So now what I do is I'm going to take this weekday column and I'm going to check. If the weekday is 1, that means, I just say Monday. Okay, I just say Monday. I just flag this as Monday. If it is 2, I just flag this as Tuesday, second weekday. And if it is a third day, means that's a Wednesday, something like that. Okay, so Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to close this one and press enter. So here inherently what it tells, right? If this column contains 1, you flag that record as Monday. If this column contains 2, you flag that record as Tuesday in this column, day name column, okay? And if this column weekday contains 3, you flag that as a Wednesday. Got it? So you can use switch itself. I've given you 3 demo, but you don't have to use weekday is equal to 1. Whenever you use the equality sign, equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, you need to start with true function. When you don't use, if you don't want to use that, right? So you don't have to use in this case. Okay, directly you can specify the column name. You don't have to specify any condition. Simply specify the column name because this is a categorical column. So though it is a 1, 2, 3, right? Categorical column, comma 1. So if this column weekday has value 1 in it, that record you specify Monday in, that one you specify the day name column. You understood? So guys, you need to practice this one, okay? Otherwise, you will not be able to understand. Watch my video and pause it wherever it is required and then practice it. Because once you get into real-time project, your life will be miserable. They will, believe me or not, even the complex report, they just give 4 days or 3 days. Okay, still we have more examples for selected value. At this moment, this is sufficient. You can start, play around with this one, okay? And so there are some cases, right? If the sales amount is greater than so and so amount, display green color in your table. For example, you have a table visual. You remember in the report canvas, we have a table visual. The table visual, you can put some sales column along with the sales. You can check, you can create DAX function or measure. Okay, in the measure, you can check if the sales is greater than so and so, then put green. Or yeah, if the sales is greater than so and so, you put tan. Or if the sales is less than something, put yellow or red. Right, you can put multiple conditions. Right, you can specify it as part of switch function to display the color, okay, to color for that specific sales amount, okay, the background color or something like that, okay, background color. Dynamically, you can put the color also there, okay, using the measures, okay. I will explain you what is measure, all the things. So now we understood how to use if function, how to use switch function, and inf logical inf, right, how to use it. Is error. Is error falls under the what is that? Is error falls under the information function. Okay. Here, okay. If error, sorry, if error. Okay. If error, look here in this case, the sales amount divided by this sign tells us, divide. We are dividing. So the just, just before this, what we have is the numerator. Just after this, what you have is the denominator. Okay. If the sales amount, in case if this throws in error, for example, in the denominator in the profit column, a specific record contains 0. Anything divided by 0, what? 0 divided by anything is 0, right? Or 0 divided by anything is infinity, right? So it will throw an error. Okay. So in that case, if this expression throws an error, replay. This is called error handling. Error handling. In case of any error, don't break. Don't break. Instead, you put some default value. So wherever you find, this kind of default 9999999, right? Something, but this default value, the customer will tell you, okay? In case of any error, so there could be chances some items you may not have profit, right? So some specific chances you may not have profit. So in that case, the 0 will come. Anything divided by 0 will be infinite. It will throw an error. So if it is throw an error, what will happen is it will fail, right? Instead of making it fail, what you do is you handle the error gracefully by, wherever the error comes, you replace that with 99. So later point in time, so you need to check which records have 99999 in the is error example column. So in that case, what you do is you go and troubleshoot why this specific transaction, the profit is 0. Go and check. Most of the items you must, almost all the items profit should be there, right? In case of exceptional case, you go and check. Okay, why 999 is displayed in this specific record. Okay. So is error, for example, here, the is error example, yeah, 99. So here, sales amount divided by profit. maybe, right, it gives me some sales transaction. We don't see any 99 here. That means, none of the records we had, zero profit. Okay. So almost everywhere. Look here, if you see here itself, you can see that. So here the given data file, when you try to load another data, what will happen is when you load the data, right? What will happen? The classic example is the folder connector. You remember folder connector. So every week or every month, new files will come. So you have scheduled the data, you have scheduled the refresh, right? Folder data refresh. What will every month? The refresh will get triggered, a new file will get added. In that new file, what is the assurance? The profit column may not have, profit column may not have zero profit, right? The new data, whenever a new data comes in, and that new data may contain zero in it, the profit column. So in that case, how it handles? Okay, so in that, since you have already defined this condition here, is error example, it will handle the error. The job will not fail. Instead, it will put 99 here. Okay, so if error, so basically this one, if this one, right, anything, do something, it will throw an error. The if error will capture an error. In case the denominator is zero, it will throw an error. So if error will raise an error, and then, right, so if it will return true. Okay, yes, this one, in the denominator zero came, hence it has thrown an error. So hence, the if error will capture the error. Okay, and similarly is non-text. So I just click on, look here, I have used the non-text, is non-text function. It is an informative function, quantity column. So does the quantity column is non-text? Yes, it is not a text data type. It is a numeric data type. Okay, so look here, it returns true here, right? True or false, it will return. And yeah, these are the examples for, the information function, is error, is non-text, sorry, if error, okay. So these are the functions, and is blank. You can use is blank also, okay. For example, I just show you here. I just move this down. I'm going to create a new column. In the new column, what I do is, yeah, the location name, okay, is blank. Location, okay. Here I use the is blank BL. Look here, just type B, that is enough. You don't type the entire name, is blank, look here, value. So here I just say location name. So does this location name column in my data set has any blank value in it? Press enter. So even this function returns true or false. So wherever the blank record is there, it will return true. Look here you have blank, right? Followed by the Mumbai, you have the blank value, hence it puts true here. So by clicking on this drop down, and if you select only the true here, that means, right, those records you don't have location name. Look here, for these records, you don't have the location name. See, 38 filtered rows, 38 records, you don't have the location name here. Got it? So the is blank, if error, and is non-text, is number, this will return true or false. Look here, is blank location true? Yeah, I need to remove the filter here. I click on it. But remember one thing, see, for you people to demonstrate or to test, right? How many records we have the blank values are there in the location name. I applied the filter here. After I checked it, without file, I need to clear the filter here. Okay, you need to click on the clear filter. This one, one guy, if, while testing, he created report, everything is good, great. No issues, nothing. But, while testing it, you just applied some filter. He did not clear the filter, and it went to production, the production, sorry, the quality team. Okay. They tested it. They were breaking their head. And finally, right, they were not able to find out. When we looked at this one, we could see somewhere they applied the filter. Okay, make sure that after you testing it, you remove the filter in the table view or data view. Okay. Okay, next one is why all selected.